It was nice having my friend over and discussing some wheelchair hacks, especially with how I would use Harlow and this contraption to open doors. On our adventure.
Oh, you got freezing cold here.
Good Friday morning, everyone. I am worn out today. I had two back-to-back busy, productive, and fun days, but it has left me in great need of a rest day to let my body recuperate. So I'm really thankful that today I can have that rest day at home. And I have my new elephant blanket, and I have my hippo, and Judd gave her a bath last night, so she's clean. So what more could I need? And I just wanted to let y'all know that sometime within the next few days, I'm gonna start recording my all about my feeding tube video, because as y'all know, I make those videos for people who are new to my channel or for people who just wanna learn more. So I'd appreciate it if there's anything specific y'all want to see in that video, if you just leave a comment about it so I can consider it when I start recording. That would be super helpful. And I think it'll take me a while to make that video just because there's so much information I need to put in there, but I want to make it as detailed as possible. Julian's here.
Hi. Alright.
Julian had to lock the wheels on his wheelchair because Harlow was pushing him.
He's so strong.
She's just happy to see you.
What are you doing?
For those of y'all who don't know, Julian is my friend. We met in college.
We did.
Fall of 2016. And Harlow loves him, and he has a custom
Too much.
yeah, too much. And he has a custom wheelchair that he actually got from the same durable medical equipment company I'm going through too. So he's kind of given me the info on the process.
Yes.
So a lot of y'all asked how my contraption there that I made the other day is going to work. And Julie and I were actually curious how us wheelchair users would get through the door with the service dog, and we eventually figured it out. So we're gonna kind of demonstrate to y'all. So basically, opening a door while using a wheelchair is hard because if the door is heavy, it can strain our joints because of our Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Also, when you open the door, it can hit the wheelchair, right? And it's just, I mean, you've been using a wheelchair, it's hard, right?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, I don't have any doors in my house that Harlow can use this contraption on because the knobs just don't work with it, but just pretend. Harlow, we would hook it up to the door, back up a little, Harlow would pull it open, so just pretend you're Harlow, Julian. And then she would, hold it open. He would...
So you would get in at an angle.
Yeah, he would go in at an angle, and the door would rest on his wheelchair, or he could hold it open with his arm, because at that point, it's a lot easier. Then he would tell Harlow to stop pulling. He'd unhook the device while it rests on the chair. He'd hold the door open. Harlow would walk through all the way, and then he'd wheel himself in. And that's how it would work. Kind of, you know, it'd probably take some getting used to, and we'd have to perfect our process, but it would help us.
Yeah.
Because not every door out in public has a handicap push button.
Yeah. You just want to make sure if you're letting the door, like, go down to hit you, just kind of let it fall and don't, like, smack you, I guess.
Yeah,
You're
true.
letting it fall. But, I don't know. I think the most important thing with opening doors that I've found, because it's definitely a lot different than standing and opening a door, is you want to get into the doors, you know, with a little bit of momentum and at sort of an angle.
Yeah.
To get into the doors before they close.
And
That's important.
I think that the process of opening it first is harder, so having the service dog to help with that definitely helps us, especially with our joint problems.
Yep, for sure.
To really help y'all visualize how that door opening process works with a service dog, there's a link in the description to show you how somebody does it with a similar contraption. It's gonna like mind blow y'all, like, oh, that's how it works, because that's how we figured out how to do it. Yeah, it's a really useful resource. So anyways, Julie and I want to go to the mall a few times before I get my custom wheelchair to kind of have Harlow practice that task so she's proficient in it before I get my chair. But he also said it's really important for me to learn how to open doors without Harlow, because sometimes I just, even though she's with me like all the time, sometimes I won't have her, because he said it's just important for me to know how to do it on my own, right?
Yeah, you never know what kind of scenario you're going to be in, and you want to be independent in any situation. You never know what you're going to come across, and I think the worst thing you can be is stuck in a wheelchair and not know what to do. So you want to have those tools.
Yeah.
So,
like, you don't want to be stuck there waiting for someone to open the door for you. You want to be able to do it yourself, because there's not always automatic doors. There's not always a button. Like, I love Menchie's, and their door is not automatic. There's no button. So
yeah, I remember when I used to be really bad at opening doors, and I would wait for people, but it's not a good feeling not being independent. So you definitely want to be independent.
So we want to make it to the mall a few times so I can practice and so Harlow can practice too. Hello, say goodbye. Oh, sorry. Bye, Julian. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
It was nice having my friend over and discussing some wheelchair hacks, especially with how I would use Harlow and this contraption to open doors. I am, like I said, really exhausted today. I have things I wanted to do around the house and not feeling so productive, but that's okay, because sometimes you just need to rest and doing what my body needs. And even though I didn't really get many chores done around the house today, I still had a really nice day hanging out with my friend, and I'm just gonna focus on that and be really happy about that. This contraption, by the way, is just something I made myself. I ordered this giant carabiner off of Amazon. It had Prime shipping. And this is just some fleece I had left over from Joann Fabrics, and I just braided it on and knotted it. And Harlow can tug on this. Harlow, take it. Harlow, tug. Harlow, tug. Tug. Yes. Harlow, tug. Tug. Oh, good girl, tug. Oh, good girl, tug. Good girl. Tug is her favorite thing ever to do, so teaching her to open doors will be super easy. She already knows how to open and close doors here around the house, and out in public it'll just be a matter of having her tug on this when I need her, hold it open so I can get my wheelchair in, and then having her stop, unhook this. She goes in the door first, and then I wheel in after her. We're gonna make a great team. And like Julian pointed out, it's important for me to learn how to open and close doors in my wheelchair with and without Harlow. So these are all things we're gonna work on together. I am super grateful for a good friend like Julian, because Harlow, your head is like right in the way. He's had his wheelchair for a few months. He said it has drastically improved his life for the better, and he's looking forward to me getting mine, me too, so we can have more independence and going out together, and he's ready to show me how to use it to the best of my ability. So I'm just really thankful for good friends like that. And another good thing is he was wondering if we could like go out and do some things today, but I just really was not feeling well enough to do any of that, and he's totally understanding about it. You know, I make sure that I surround myself with people who understand that no, I can't always stick to plans we made. I can't always go out and do things. Sometimes my day looks like today, just staying at home, letting my body rest, and the people in my life understand that. And if people enter my life and don't understand that, then I disconnect myself from them, because I don't need any excess negativity in my life. So I'm just really thankful for loved ones like that who are understanding and supportive. Like you, Hippo. Well, I don't know if y'all can hear, but my neighbors are like, I think they're having a get together. They're playing some music and stuff, but anyways, Carla was listening to them. She was sticking her nose through the blinds trying to see what she could see, but I don't think we're invited, Hippo. We can have our own party here. So anyways, I had a pretty successful rest day in the fact that I did rest all day and let my body recuperate and did what I needed to do. But just because you have a rest day does not mean you're going to feel good. I think that's a common misconception with chronic illness. Just because you rest does not mean you're gonna feel better. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Right now I'm not feeling any like better than I did when I woke up this morning, Maybe tomorrow I will, who knows? But I did what I needed to do, and I'll just be happy in that fact. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed now, and I think I'm gonna sleep really well because I'm still pretty exhausted. And Judd's working, so until he gets home at like 3 this morning, I get to snuggle with this pup. Right, Hippo? Yes. So with that, I will say good night, and thanks for joining us on... Why is your head right there? Oh! Good night, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.